This is a resume of a back-end software engineer. I have no idea what kind. So, we're about to find out. And a good resume is one that allows me to instantly see what type of engineer you are. So, language primarily, because that's very important, at least on the hiring side. And if you like these type of resume review videos, please give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. I always appreciate it. Or give me a hateful comment, whatever. It helps the algorithm. I'm okay with both. So this engineer has had a 60-0 application rate, which is not good. Again, though, these were done during December, and December is just weird in regards to that. So let's look to see if we can find out what they are. Software engineer to present, company USA, that's fine. Company provides a SaaS solutions for blank, that's okay. I actually like that it shows SaaS. Led the development of, okay, that shouldn't be two sentences, that's what I had to check. Led the development of 7 new features, close collaboration, PM, designers, okay. Design databases and schemas, API is good, and an ownership, blah, 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 blah. This could be useful for a lead. I'll call, no, don't care, okay. I don't know, oh, you're Python. Yeah, I need this here. I need you to show how you use these. Revacted, migrated, yeah, this would definitely not work. So, I don't think I can move you forward with this, and this is probably a very quick review, but here's why, and I'm going to use this to talk about what's very important in regards to all resumes, not just software engineer. It is critically important that you say what the keyword or qualification is, how you used it, and the results, like why you used it, right? It doesn't have to be a brag. So this doesn't really have any of the keywords and qualifications because these need to be in the bullet points. That is what I need you to say. This is solid. Like, this is probably the best bullet point you have in the whole thing, which is proposed adoption of the Django framework and migrated several. This is good. This should also be one sentence. Do not have your bullet points be more than one sentence. So I can't move forward with this because I don't see how you used any of this stuff. And I would show this to you, and the hiring manager would be like, hey, yeah, they say Python, but I don't see it, and they'd reject it. Oh, hey, I see MySQL, but I don't see it, they'd reject it. I wanted Django, but they reject it. So I need you, this goes for everybody, every single bullet point besides the first, which should be a summary of your job duties, which admittedly, this one is solid, should be the what, which is the keyword or qualification, the how, which is how you used it, and the why you used it. Those are the three key things. If you do not have those in a bullet point, they do not work. So this is why you've probably had some issues. Also, software engineering is in a very big slump. But I can't move forward to this because the manager would be upset that I have this. They don't see how you used it. This right here, even though it was 2 sentences instead of 1, is the best thing in this whole resume that I can find. And yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I just think it's very important that you understand why this is happening. So please, please, please resubmit it, fix those issues, and I believe you're going to have some success because 60-0 is not good. So let's move on to the next resume. This is a software engineer resume, and as per usual, when you do not tell me what kind of software engineer you are, I'm going to have to guess. So the goal for this will be for me to be able to see exactly what type you are. Full stack, front end, if you are back end, what is your primary tech stack? So this is what it's going to be. All right. They have graduated in December, so this is a fresh grad. They've sent 60 applications and not gotten anything back, which isn't shocking because it's December and nothing really happens in recruitment in December. It's not quite true, but it's your ratios don't count in December because it's a mad month of craziness. So they have Java, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, React. So actually this is pretty good because I'm assuming this is going to be full stack immediately. So developed a multi-track SQL, latency play mid synthesizer. Okay. None of these would be what I'd be looking for except for maybe GitHub. So nothing here is anything I would like. And there's no... Yeah, I can't find anything I like in that. Built a mobile app and dashboard using React, Native, Expo, Next.js, and NFC cards. I don't know what NFC is, but these are good at least. Maybe Expo, don't know about that one. But again, not omnipresent in every field. So implemented a role-based authentication using Clark and first PostSQL. That's fine. Management Agile. This is actually fine. Created a generator using algorithms. Yes. So this isn't terrible. You're going to need more of the keywords, which let me see if I can get them up real quick. These are going to be the common keywords for full stack, which it seems like you are going for. That is going to completely break my formatting, but essentially these. So these are going to be what you're looking for right there in the little corner as I'm making them real quick. And I need them to be here. So I need this stuff in here, right? And I think you actually nailed what the keywords are, so that's good. And then you have this, which is May 2018 to present, and then it breaks the formatting. So here's where it's okay to have this. I know there's some like, well, it's not related to my profession I'm going into. Should I not have it? You can, and the reason for that is actually evident in this resume, which is the dates. Hiring managers absolutely fear somebody leaving them, right? They don't like that. So the fact that you can show steady employment is pretty solid with this. This is actually a bonus, even if none of these keywords are relevant. What we do need to do is make sure the timeline is accurate. So I know these were part-time jobs because you were in college, but make sure it reads reverse chronologically. So basically this is fine. This is confusing. So maybe just put this as, January, February, March 2024 to present. So, but yeah, I don't think I will say if software engineering wasn't as competitive, I think I could possibly move forward with this resume. The problem is it's incredibly competitive. You graduated into probably one of the most competitive fields. So you're going to have to jazz this up a lot more. And I don't like to use the word jazz. You're going to have to make these keywords a part of here. And you're going to need to show how, which admittedly you did actually show how. I'd usually like a why for this, but I think this is pretty solid too. So you did it right here. I just need more. And then I need this cleaned up. And then you should actually start having some luck. More so. There's a couple of minor formatting issues, but I don't think they're huge. So mainly all of this is bolded, all of this is bolded, all of this is bolded that it shouldn't be. But overall, I think if IT wasn't as crowded and competitive as it is, this resume could have passed. Quite frankly, you're in a tight spot. It's tough. You've got hundreds of competitors, so you're gonna have to add a bunch more of those to here. Primarily the first one, because the first one doesn't have anything. The rest of them actually do have stuff. But yeah, and then that'll help you out. So that is my review for this. Let's move on to the next one. This software engineer has a 50-to-1 ratio, which isn't terrible. Software engineering is in a slump, so it is expected to have a pretty bad ratio. Admittedly, it's November. I don't know if it's going to hold. So I'm expecting to see stuff I like in this software engineer resume. Let's look. So we have very small skill section, which I like. You need your education, especially if you just graduated. Yeah, so very quick, this is it. You need this up top. Education for new grad should almost always be up top. Excuse me. Deploy Docker side Jenkins for pre-post hours annually. Apple TV, Roku using Java, Bash, okay, this is fine, Java. Develop a Jenkins plugin in Java with Maven to automate, that's good. Configure Jenkins agents used for reducing computational cost. I like that. This is my problem with this sentence, is this doesn't really give anything. Maybe Dockerized might. I don't know. Also, I'm missing SQL, and the fact that you have worked with AWS, you should probably put that towards the top. The very first sentence should be your tech stack. So I really want to see in the first one, worked in an X environment, which is going to be Java, blank, blank, AWS, where I did blank and blank. Okay. That's what I want, because this is almost very good. I think you're going to get a lot more if you just change some of those. So built a gamified full stack financial literacy web, you're in Rat, TypeScript, Spring Boot on AWS. Perfection. I love that one. Developed the Duolingo inspired PostSQL. There we go on AWS. If this is perfect. Engineered a trade assisted WebSocket React. Perfection. Automated CI/CD. Yeah, this is great. This is great. This sparks joy. This is okay. You need to write this like your second job. Also, this is kind of weird that you went from a intern to an engineer to an intern to an engineer to an intern to an engineer. I don't understand that, and that's going to confuse people. Like, oh, wait, because you did your master's, so some of this was when you were in your bachelor's. That makes sense. Okay. I don't know what to do for that one. That one's kind of tough, actually. Jeez. I'm trying to think of a way to do that. But yeah, honestly, your main sentence is almost solid. This is off. That's the problem. This is off. Also, I don't think you need to really put associate software engineer. You can just put software engineer. I mean, you can put junior associate, but I don't know if that's really necessary. Mainly because a software engineer 1 at one company may be a software engineer 2 at another, or 3 at another. So you can probably leave off the associate. Definitely keep the internship. But yeah, I want you to write this like you did here, because this is a phenomenal first sentence. So yeah, I can understand why people would move you forward with this. I just want to see a little bit more in the first one. And this one doesn't really show a ton. It does do React.js. Like, man, because here's the thing. You did internships after real ones. We got to fix this timeline to make it more sense, because it's weird that you went from intern to engineer to intern to engineer to intern to then engineer. And off the top of my head, I can't think of a way to fix that right now, but that is an issue. Again, though, I don't think this is a bad resume, but please do put your education up top. In fact, I think if your education would up top, it would make more sense, because then they would go, oh, you did this while you were in school, then you graduated, then you went back to school, and it would make more sense. So that's what this resume could definitely pass. I think it's solid. It just needs a little work. But I can see why people would move you forward, and I think a couple of changes will just up your chances. So let's move into the last resume of this review video. This is a data scientist with 500 applications to one interview. Oh no, that's not good at all. Okay, I'm expecting this not to be very good. So what we're going to be looking for, and I did not get all of the keywords and qualifications for this. There's a lot of them that's going to depend, but most of the very common ones are a coding language, which is usually going to be Python, cloud, any type. Most want AWS, but some want Azure, some want GCP. NumPy, R, Scikit, TensorFlow, PyTorch, AI, NLP, LLM, anything that would involve any of those. SQL is a big one. Data-driven solutions, data models, visualization such as Power BI and Tableau, and Jira, and a couple of other random things, but that is ideally what we're going to be looking for. So, data scientist with over 4 years building machine learning, engineering, marketing. This is junk. I don't need this. I don't need any of this. Skills. This is so much. Okay, yeah, you can safely delete all of this. I would not look through all of this. This is useless. This is useless. I don't know how else to say this. You have 500 applications to one interview. I'm going to try to be harsh so that you can actually get this. Get a job. So I don't need anything here. This gives me nothing. I don't like skill sections, but even if when I do pass a skill section, this is so much to become irrelevant. I can't find what I need. No recruiter is going to go through all of these. They may see LLM, and then it's going to be, they miss all the other stuff. This is so much. If you have a skill section, which I really don't recommend, max of 3 lines. Max of 3 lines. So this can all be deleted. Developed and implemented a pilot implementation of, why is that bolded? Augmented generation pipeline, integrating property listing data embedded with LLM. Why did you bold this and not LLM? Okay, develop a conversation solution involving large language models. That's actually useful. And databases, semantic search capabilities, and LLM re-ranking. Yeah. So here's the thing. I have to go all the way down here to find the very first thing I need in your resume. Also, your education should be up top. Data scientist positions really like having the education. So you should have that up top. This should be up top, and it should be no longer than 2 lines. You can fit each of these on 1 line. And stop bolding everything. Gosh, I don't even know where to... Okay. Useless. Deep learning algorithms. Useless. Cross-functional teams. Kind of. ETL and data visualization is it, but ETL, some of them may have ETL. Design and develop scalable for GCP. Here we go. Yeah, this is all bad. You need to. Oh wait, is this an actual sentence? Hold on. Design and develop scalable production grade ML pipelines on GCP using Google Kubernetes Engine, Google Cloud Storage, Vertex AI, and Dataflow. This is solid. This is an actual good. I don't want to have to scroll. Look, it's not even fitting on the first page. Don't do this, y'all. Please stop. Your resume should be easy to use and find. This is what I'd be looking for. Also, I need Python. I don't see any Python. Or if I did, it's lost in all of this. I have 15 seconds to find what I need. There's no way in hell I'm finding it in this. And the 500-to-1 shows leverage. Don't use leveraged. Just say use CI/CD tools like Cloudbit and GitLab. Yeah, and I'm assuming you were applying the US as a gosh, yeah, nothing here where you need to like delete this entire thing. I mean, seriously, you just need a new resume. Use a different format. Delete all of this and start with this sentence right here. This is not going to get you a job. This is like the only real good sentence I can find. So you need to delete basically everything else. Please use the format on my website. That is what you should do. That amount of bolding. This is a nightmare. No one's going to be able to find it. And if you are needing like immigration, that's going to be way tougher. So, which I assume because I see this was in Vermont and this was in India, but like you're going to already, as someone who may need their H-1B taken care of, an OPT, which I've done before, you are going to need extra applications than everybody else. If normal people are going to apply to 50, you need 75 to 100. And you're going to need a phenomenal resume even in regards to that as well. So please delete like everything except for these two sentences and have them start. And don't say leverage, say used. So I'm not trying to be cruel. I just want you to actually get a job because it's rough. So those are the keywords. None of this stuff. Just use a different format. Just burn the whole resume and start over. That's the only thing I can really say. I don't even want to look at the rest of this because it's not going to matter. So yeah, that's definitely would not pass almost any recruiter. Because look, you list all of this. They think that's BS. They think, oh, there's no way no one knows all of this. That's BS. So I hope this video was helpful. I don't want to be cruel. I just want you to get a job, and I want to be the harshest critic you ever face. So please let me know. Hopefully this is beneficial, and I will see you all in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. So bye, y'all.